Hey guys, Ryan. So today we're going to be discussing the 4 new images that we got today for The Walking Dead Season 11, along with the synopsis. So, I actually didn't read the synopsis, mainly because I wasn't in the mood to read a whole synopsis, but I'm going to read it with you guys. I hope we get some sort of insight on what we can actually expect, because, well actually, I don't know if I do, because if you follow me on Twitter, you might have already seen this, but I kind of like just, because we got these 4 pictures today, and we got 3 pictures last week, but we still don't know what's going on. And I really like that, because sometimes The Walking Dead, especially like AMC in general, just gives way too much away about their shows and the seasons that are like coming in a month, and they give so much away. I kind of expect that to still happen, but as of right now, we don't know too much about the final season, which I don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know all this stuff, because again, I use this example quite a bit, but if you look at the last 6 episodes of Season 10, you knew what was going to happen in every single episode. Maybe not exactly what was going to happen, but you knew who the character, like, what it was about. You just, like, I feel like you just knew so much about what was happening. Season 11, we don't know that yet, and I'm hoping that they're going to keep it that way, because it is the final season, so I don't want to go into it knowing, oh, episode 1 is going to be focused on this group, or just these characters. Like, you know what I mean? So, anyways, but I want to read the synopsis first, and then we'll go into the pictures. So, the synopsis reads, previously on The Walking Dead, our survivors confronted past demons and combated new threats with friendships and relationships suffering from the mounting... Oops, sorry, got a notification that covered it up. From the mounting collateral damage that is the apocalypse, Alexandria severely compromised, left a former shell of the home it once was from the carnage and devastation left behind by the Whisperers. Also, we have been seeing some pictures of, like, Alexandria, but it's, like, burnt down. The windmill is, and it's just not looking too good. Now, all who live in Alexandria struggle to refortify and feed its increasing number of residents, which include the survivors from the fall of the kingdom and the burning of Hilltop, along with Maggie and her new group, the Wardens. Okay, well, that's, like, the most information we've gotten out of this whole thing, but that's cool. I'm glad we got a name for them. Alexandria has more people than it can manage to feed and protect. Their situation is dire, tensions heat up over past events, and self-preservation rises to the surface within the ravaged walls. They must secure more food while they attempt to restore Alexandria before it collapses like countless other communities that they have come across throughout the years. But where and how? More haggard and hungrier than ever before, they must dig deeper to find the effort and strength to safeguard the lives of their children, even if it means losing their own. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to those Alexandria, Eugene, Ezekiel, Yumiko, and Princess are still being held captive by mysterious soldiers who are members of a larger and unforthcoming group. Wow. Okay. So that kind of gave us more, but like I just feel like we don't even know what's happening. But I like the vibe I'm getting from this, because we're gonna have this situation with the Commonwealth, but then we're also seems like we're gonna have a survival. Like, that's what I really like, because that's what a zombie apocalypse is. It's about survival. So, it sounds like we're going to get more of, like, a survival aspect to the final season with them trying to find food and everything. So that's very interesting. And then we also have a picture of walkers just in this, like, bus thingy. Maybe like a subway. I'm not exactly sure. Train. Literally, I do not know what this could be from. It's a very cool shot. I really like seeing walkers, because we're not going to see a ton more. We only have 24 episodes left, and that's very, very sad. Also, I'm going to do a video on, like, the ending and how I want it to end, because I don't want it to end like the comics. And there's a few reasons for it, but I'll get into it more. And then we have an image of Eugene, Yumiko, Ezekiel, and Princess at the Commonwealth. They're eating at a table. They're talking to each other. I'm assuming they're going to be like, we can't trust them. We have to get out of here, or something like that. But at the same time, I don't exactly know what's going on with the Commonwealth. We know that at the very end they were just putting hoods on them, but I don't think that's bad, because we've done that. Like, our group has done that to Magna's group, but, like, they aren't bad people. They're a part of our group. Like, our group isn't bad people. So, I don't think they're going to turn the Commonwealth into villains, because I think that the Commonwealth is going to play a big part in the final actual villain, the Reapers. But yeah, you can see Ezekiel and Yumiko talking to each other, and I feel like Yumiko is gonna have, because Yumiko is very, like, skittish. I feel like she really is always like, we need to get out of this situation. We need to leave. And Ezekiel's like, we need to trust the process. But it looks like they're surrounded by cages. So I'm assuming this is like a center where they take their like prisoners or hostages or whatever until they can meet and get interviewed. And then we have our biggest group yet that we've seen together, and that's Maggie, Negan, Daryl, Gabriel, and then Alden and Elijah and Dog, which I think is so cool because Dog has like his own little armor on him. And I love that because I'm glad we're seeing Dog. We didn't see a lot of him in Season 10. Let's be honest. We really didn't. So, but I don't know where they're at. This looks like a train tracks almost, so I'm assuming this might have something to do with the other picture of the actual train car. And this could be them actually searching for supplies, maybe? I don't even know. But there are, like, some supplies on the floor of the train tracks. And then Gabriel's looking at something on the wall. It looks like, is that blood? I don't know what he's looking at, but he's looking at something. And then our final picture is Maggie, oh my god, Magna, Kelly, and Carol. They're just standing at a tree. Magna looks very good. This is our first look at Magna in Season 11. She looks sick. Kelly looks fairly similar, but they looked dressed very warm. I said that in the last one, but they all look dressed very warm. And then there's Carol, and Carol looks like what we saw in the last pictures with her bow and arrow and everything. And then Magna has a rope. I don't know what for, and then Kelly has a knife, but that's really nothing like crazy. And then you can see Magna's iconic weapon on the back of her. She got a smirk on her face. They're looking at something. I want to say someone almost. I doubt that's Connie, because this would not be the reaction if they saw that Connie was alive, because they definitely think that she's probably dead. Because even though Magna said that, like, oh, you know, we were holding hands and then she slipped away, and she was alive last time Magna saw her, but I kind of don't, like, if I was in that situation, I'd feel like she's probably dead, but then again, I'm kind of a Debbie Downer. But yeah, not much to really go off of these pictures, which is, like, what I'm loving, and I do want to see more of, like, the Reapers. Like, all I want is this trailer. That is the main thing. I'm so excited for, like, these 11 weeks thing. I don't know when the trailer's coming. I've heard 2 weeks, but I don't trust it. I don't trust anything that people are saying outside of AMC, because apparently there was supposed to be 6 pictures released today. There was only 4. Like, you just cannot trust what you hear, because I heard that there were 6 pictures coming out today. I saw that on Twitter from actually a reliable source, and only 4 were released. So, yeah. But I didn't know that the synopsis didn't. From what I know, I don't believe the synopsis got released at 12 o'clock when the other reveal was, but we did end up getting it, and it actually gave us a good amount of information. A little bit of, like, a little snippet of what is going on with what they're searching for, and then the whole, like, Maggie's group name, but other than that, we still don't really know, but that's okay. I'm actually okay with that, because I'm scared about the trailer, because they always give us a lot of footage, but the footage isn't what I'm worried about. I'm worried about, like, well, I want the footage, but I don't want to be spoiled on, like, this is exactly what's happening, this, and everything else. Like, I just feel like we always end up knowing so much about what's going on. Like, even for the Season 9 trailer, it was Rick's final season, we literally saw cowboy boots and blood dripping. We saw Rick laying on the floor bleeding as everybody runs past him from his final episode. Like, it looks like Rick's dying, even though he didn't die, but that just gave away, I feel like, so much about everything that just happened. But then again, at this point, I just want a trailer. I really just want a trailer. So, I think we're going to get it definitely within the next 2 weeks. I can't see it going past that. At that point, I think people are going to break into the AMC headquarters and hack footage out of their freaking software or something. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Full length reactions for all the shows I'm reacting to are over on Patreon. Links down below for that. And I'll see you guys next time.